Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the show. This week we are discussing a very important topic, the topic that I've wanted to discuss for a long time. Just for the cadets and our juniors coming up to be prepared. I know there's a lot of new guys who are joining the industry, but I am not sure if these guys are well equipped to deal with the brutal environment at sea. Just context of what I'm talking about. When I started my career in 2016. When I was starting out, I didn't have an idea of what it is to work with people. How do you dress? How do you talk? How do you just what they call etiquette, or I don't know, something like that. I didn't have that guidance, so I just moved from my parents' place, my home, into a ship, which my home setting, I was quite a people pleaser. I had those type of parents where they were strict and I had to please them. This is something that I'm going to discuss on a separate episode. But today I am joined by our beloved second officer. He's going to give us some tips of how to navigate the environment on board as a first-time cadet and how do you actually find your voice. Second mate, welcome to the show.
Hello, third. Thank you for having me.
So just for someone who's listening, second, who does not know you, introduce yourself.
Well, nobody knows me from South Africa. So,
You are free to say whatever you like.
so my name is Janel S. Sala. So I started sailing since 2013. So it's
Wow.
like 11 years already.
Okay, beautiful. And you have been sailing on like bulk carriers ever since, because now
bulk carriers, and this one, the first one, tanker, juice tanker.
Oh, yeah, our situation right now. So we joined, just for someone who's listening, we joined Second May. We joined a ship together with Second Mate in Brazil, Santos. I think it was 15 April.
No, it's the 16th.
16th. And instantly, we became friends. Hello, seafarers. It's your host, Thobani. This is Seatime Frenzy with Thobani and Friends. I initially wanted to start the podcast in 2021 because I wanted to have a space with my friends or seafarers in the industry where we could talk about our growth, our discoveries, and our, let's say, struggles as we navigate this journey. And I wanted to have that for someone who may need guidance, or someone who may feel lost, or someone who may just want to listen to common things in the industry. So this is a fun feel type of a podcast, but with very essential topics in the shipping industry. So check out our postcard page, follow us on Instagram, and add us on YouTube. Cheers. So second, tell me, here I am leaving home. I am going to join a ship. I'm excited, but I am also anxious because I don't know what to expect. I don't know if I'll find some 65-year-old man with a white beard who'll be giving me orders. And when we had just different expectations depending on what we know. So how do I calm myself down, prepare myself mentally, and to go into this setting now where I am working, yet I am learning, and I need to have those boundaries of saying what I don't like, what is appropriate, what is not appropriate. How do you navigate that?
So guys, who wants to have cookies? We're only eating cookies on board and we're getting paid in dollars. So you guys, you better get your ass moving and join ship now.
Savage! Okay, before we continue, second, I just want to pass these tips before I allow you to speak as well. I'm going to name my 5 tips and then we're going to move to the open discussion with you. Tip number 1 from my side is to observe. My training officer used to tell us when we were cadets on SAKLS, this was 2016, his favorite lesson was open your ears more and talk less. First tip number 1, I will say observe. Take it all in. You are joining this ship. Yes, you have many questions. You will ask the questions. But when you just arrive, give yourself time to take it all in, observe, learn, but don't say much. Just observe, take it all in. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's something that just observe, take it all in, look, don't stress, look, learn. Because for me, my first instinct when I joined was like, ooh, I need to show them that I can do this. I need to show them that I am here and I'm good. I know this, 1, 2, 3. I just graduated. So, well, not really graduated, but I just finished my studies. So there is that thing for us. There was that thing for us that, yes, I know this. I have studied for 4 years. I am ready. Give me the wheel. So take it all in, observe, be a student. On a ship, you can learn from steward, from the lowest rank, steward, up until captain. You can learn from anyone. So that is my point. Number 1, observe, be a student. Again, humble yourself. That is number 1. Tip number 2, I'll probably say is the most important. It's something that I am not good at, but it's something that I will always give anyone as an advice, is to show up early. Always show up early. Show up early before time, before anyone is there. You're already there. You study the environment and you become confident. The important thing about showing up early is that, yes, you become familiar with the environment before anyone gets there. So if you come, for example, on a bridge 15 minutes, 10 minutes before, 15 minutes before, you will study the environment, the scenario. And so when the gentleman, the officer comes in or the woman comes in, you are already sort of familiar with what's happening. Because most of these guys, they will not trust your, they will not delegate responsibility to you, or you will feel like you are lost. You will feel like an outsider looking in. You will feel, depending on the type of ship. So make it a habit to just show up early and be occupied, be familiar with the environment. It's also like, no matter what is the situation, it's also like throws people off when you show up early. Tip number 3 is the second most important. You are a cadet, so everyone will probably look down on you, but you need to have respect for yourself. If you have that, nothing can stand in your way. Have respect for yourself. Have boundaries with yourself. And then take those boundaries and also apply them around you. Okay, it's possible. Some people will be thrown off. For example, some officers will be intimidated by this new cadet who thinks knows everything, who thinks they are all professional. Okay, sometimes you can give slack, but not on your boundaries. You can have that fun time, but always know when it's time to work and it's time to have fun. That is how people will respect you. When you respect yourself, when you apply boundaries, for yourself, because you can't apply something to others and you don't apply it yourself. So apply boundaries for yourself. If you say, I'm going to sleep at 8 o'clock, or I'm going to sleep, for example, I'm going to sleep at 1 o'clock after I finish my watch with that mate, go to sleep. Go to sleep. Don't watch movies and wake up the next day you are tired. Respect your boundaries first. You know what do you want. You know what your setting is. You know your goals, so follow them. And then it's easy then for anyone to not cross that line, because you have that line yourself. So that will be tip number 3. Tip number 4, it may be least important, but it's very, very important. I don't know if you know what I mean. Do not engage in drama. Do not engage. There's going to be a lot happening on board. Probably, there will be situations where it's critical. The ship is navigating in congested waters. There is some equipment breakdown. It's going to take a toll on you mentally and other seafarers mentally. There's going to be tension on board. But just develop your spiritual practice early. Know when it's time to disengage. Know when it's time to focus on yourself, because you cannot take all the stress on your shoulders. I mean, captain is paid more to worry about those things. Some things, yes, you may need to worry about, but not everything is your business. So just know when it's time to engage and just develop that spiritual muscle for yourself. For me, I wish I knew this earlier, but what I've noticed is that when there's a lot of tension, chaos going on, I just tend to go for calming activities. I'll go outside, take my skipping rope and jump outside, and after jumping, I'll do some light exercises, whether I'm just doing squats. And then after that, I will just meditate, try to meditate. If you don't know how to meditate, it's just simple breathing exercises. Lay down on the floor with the mat, breathe in, breathe out. That works. So I would say number 4 is develop your spiritual practice early, so that it will fill you up as you go along the way. So that will be tip number 4. Tip number 5 is, let's say it's all over the place. Not all over the place. I'll just mention things that I haven't mentioned yet. So tip number 5, I will say, have your close friends constantly talking to you, chatting to them. I'm not sure about keeping contact with family. For me, that never worked. Constantly talking to my family. I will just check with them from time to time, but not like every day, because sometimes they would tell me things that I don't want to know, and I would then be stressed or just be overthinking or distracted. So I would say keep minimal contact with your family. If there's a sister that you like and it's happy to talk with them, for sure. I mean, I love talking to my siblings from now and then, but sometimes it's just say things because they are young. They say things that worries me, and I'm like, oh, okay. But sometimes I just want to talk to them. Yeah, so see what works for you. But you definitely need your friends or your mentors. If you don't have a mentor, anyone who may be a friend who's working at sea, it may help from time to time to share your journey and your struggles with them, so they can guide you. So I would say you have to keep that. Yes, just do all that is in your power to behave well. And you don't need to work hard. You just need to do enough. You do need to work hard sometimes. Let me just put it like that. You do need to work hard sometimes, but don't break your back. Don't break your back. I understand you are trying to prove yourself. Don't relax, but don't work too hard. That is my thing. So That's it. So, second mate, let's carry on this conversation. What do you think about my points?
Yes, third, I think you've said enough. So, guys, if you have any questions, just shoot it and we will answer your questions. Okay, I'll eat this biscuit.
Oh my god, he's a savage. Guys, you can send us questions. We will answer them on the next episode. You can send questions to me, Thobani Sitole, or you can send them at the Voice Space 1 on Instagram, or the Voice Space on Facebook, or the Voice Space on LinkedIn. Okay, see you on the next one. Thank you for listening.